Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Wendy Garber Mayo. I am the host of this community, and I felt moved to come on tonight and just share my thoughts. So, last night I was on Roland Martin Unfiltered talking about the nursing shortage crisis that we are currently in across the nation. We are in crisis mode. I'm sure many of you know that and feel that because you're working in the field every day. And then today I had the opportunity to talk to aspiring nurses who are, being launched out into the workforce in December and then in June. I had the privilege of talking to them at their National Student Nurse Association conference. And I don't know, I have all these thoughts going through my head that we have this huge shortage that we're battling, and we have these nurses who are so pumped and feeling so inspired and encouraged to come into the field. How do we retain them? How do we keep their excitement? How do we nurture them when they are launching out into the clinical settings that are so chaotic, so filled with nurses who are stressed and burnt out? What are we going to do to really help support these aspiring nurses? Talking to them, they are just so excited about the possibilities that, the possibilities of entering this profession and being part of the change. And I spoke to them about really leadership and being change agents and not losing their, their streak, their power, that excitement about the profession, because we need them so much. But I just wanted to come on here because I know many of you are experienced nurses in the field, and I really want to know, what can we do? What can we do to really help address this shortage? What can we do to help really support each other in the field? What can we do? We have to do something because it's going to only get worse. About a half a million of nurses are retiring by the end of the year. We have nurses leaving the profession because of stress, burnout, workload, leadership, all these different things. But it's going to just impact society. It's going to impact you. It's going to impact me. It's going to impact our friends, our families. But I truly believe we have the power to be part of the change. We have the power to do something. There's many of us out here who are entrepreneurs, who have programs, who have tools that we've developed, to help nurses. I feel like we have to come together. We have to come together because we're stronger together in order to address this. And I'm so passionate about this. And I'm just having all these different thoughts coming through my head, just talking about the shortage last night and the crisis, and then talking to these nurses who are going to fill the gaps, to fill that nursing shortage gap. But yes, they're going to launch out, but how do we keep them? What are we going to do to retain these new nurses who are just so excited about joining the profession? So I don't have all the answers, but I know one thing. I am motivated and I am ready to join forces with anyone out there who has an idea, who has a thought on what we can do to really try to support these nurses who are coming into the field and support the nurses who are already out there. What else can we do? What else can be done? And I believe in my heart that we have the answer. I believe in my heart because we're brilliant. Nurses are brilliant individuals. We're innovative, right? That's what we do. But taking that and shifting that brilliance, that innovation towards this issue, what can we do? So I don't. I may just be rambling. I hope this is making sense to anyone who's watching. But I really want to come together to brainstorm and figure out what we can do to really address this, because this is our profession. It falls on our shoulders. We have the ability and power to do something, and I truly believe that. So I want to know, what are your thoughts? What can we do together? What are you doing individually? How can we connect to have a greater impact on our nurses, because we need each other now. We need each other now. I was just at work yesterday in the clinic, and, you know, nurses, nurse practitioners, PAs are tired. They're tired. And what do we do to retain them? How do we refuel them? How do we fill them up? How do we reconnect them with that passion for service? Reconnect them with the passion for nursing, for serving patients? How do we do that? I truly believe we have the answer. It's not going to happen overnight, but we can take steps together to really address this issue it's plaguing our nation. It's plaguing our nation. And COVID didn't help. I think COVID really just pulled the veil back on all of the issues that has been going on in nursing. But I don't know. I don't know. I just felt moved to come on and say something. Like I said, I don't have the answer. I have an answer. I have some thoughts, but I want to come together. I want to come together, especially for those nurses coming out. Those nurses were so excited. They're so excited about being pediatric nurses, ER nurses, hospice nurses. And I don't know. Wendy, we have to come together. Resonates. We need more community spaces. We thrive. Yes, we do. And it just says Facebook user, but yes. So I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to come back on more often, because I believe the answers in this community, all the brilliant minds in this community, we can do something together. I know for me, I have the Nurse Wellness Mentorship. I am giving away scholarships to nursing students. I have 8 of them who applied. I think I said 6, but whoever applies, I'm going to give them the scholarship. And that's my search, but I feel like we could do more. So please let me know your thoughts, what you're doing, how we can come together, what we need to do. Do we need to go to Washington? I know Kimberly Sander, who is the executive director of the Connecticut Nursing Association chapter, is doing so much in our state, but maybe, even joining forces with our local chapters to really have a bigger impact on our profession. So that's all I have. Hope I wasn't rambling too much, but I just feel so passionate about this, and just being online with those students tonight just really did something to me. And I'm not going to cry, so I'm going to get off, but we got this.